So you're a leader if people are following you, and we mean that sincerely. It is not our intent at no point. It's an authentic commitment. We are not going to tell you how to lead. We do not have PowerPoint slides 1 through 7 that say this is what you have to do to lead well. We truly believe this is an authentic journey for you. Decades of research do, however, introduce a couple of components that help us be the most effective leaders possible. The first is this idea of a motivation to lead. Whatever our context, we kind of have to want to do it, and we have to be thinking about how we're doing it. And then the second component is leader self-efficacy. This idea that we believe we can lead well, that we can push the right buttons or cast the right vision, whatever it might be. When you think about these two concepts, motivation to lead, leader self-efficacy, that are based in research, they break down really to just intention. I'm leading with intention. I'm reflecting on what I'm doing, and confidence. I believe I can get it done. There's a subcomponent also of believing in leader development. It's almost leader development efficacy. Just this process that you're going through, it can help you lead better. We commit to you that those are just sort of the framework of what we're going to do. Do I know what I'm doing? Do I have intention? And am I confident in my leadership? Several years ago, we were engaging in some of our first programs, and we were putting together some marketing videos. So in full disclosure, what we're about to show you was filmed originally with the idea that it would be marketing for what we're doing here. But it was also super authentic because the crew we had come in and film this, sat people down and asked participants questions about their experience with the program. And Dr. Andrea Watson, who's a family practice doctor in Kentucky, shares her answer. And I think it's important to understand, she wasn't super bought in the first couple lessons that we went through. It was midway through the program, she realized okay, I can grow as a leader. We're going to hear her talk about that. And we use it now as a teaching tool rather than for marketing because it's so on point to this topic. So just take a moment and listen to Andrea share her thoughts about this journey.
As a physician, you would think that you would have a leadership development program somewhere in your training or, post-training, but I haven't. And I think I was just expected to know how to lead, because I'm a physician. But that was not true. There's a lot that I needed to learn. And this course has tremendously helped. I can say I got a breakthrough. And it's emotional. When you feel like you've been bottled up so long and you know there's a leader in there, but you don't know how to express it, or is it okay to express it? For me, it was always, maybe somebody could do it better than me, but the emotional enlightenment on me has been profound. I'm actually okay being a leader now, and I love it, and I cannot wait to go back into my role as a physician, stronger, healthier, and I can give that to my staff and have them be better leaders.
So we're going to ask you at many points along the way to flex your reflective muscle, essentially provide you a reflective question, ask you to journal about it, think about it. It's for you. They're your questions, your answers to get you thinking about growing yourself as a leader. And the question we have for this moment is, when did you first feel like a leader? So we're going to take that question and really try to put it in narrative and story form in your mind. Go back to maybe second grade, high school. Maybe it was last week in your job. As we've asked this question over the years, we get all sorts of answers. Maybe you're sitting there and you're thinking, I still don't really feel like a leader, which is a great answer in and of itself. And you can explore that in your journal. So take the moment. When did you first feel like a leader? Kind of write the story, think about it, and then we'll come back with some ways to process that. Thank you for reflecting on this question. When did you first feel like a leader? We're super excited that as we go through this journey with you, we have a number of participants that we're going to bring in as well that share their answers to these questions. And we will then share some of those answers with you, and you can really go back and forth thinking about their stories and your stories and going deeper into how these stories can help shape your own leadership. When did you first feel like a leader?
Thinking about that, it really takes me back to sports as a young adult. I never was the best physically. I never was the best at soccer or basketball. But I was always a team captain. And the first time that I was selected as a team captain for a soccer team that I was playing on, and I really understood that you're pretty middle of the pack when it comes to physical skills, was the first time I understood that I was selected for a different reason, and that was because I was a leader.
What do you think it was that people saw in you to make you a leader?
Reflecting on that now, I think it all revolved around my ability to observe and step back. When you're playing sports and you're looking for someone that's going to be the team captain, it's not necessarily about who has the best physical skill. It's more about who can see the game, who understands how the pieces fit together. So although I wasn't physically gifted, it put me in a position to see the physically gifted kids and understand how we all fit together as a team. And my coach saw value in that, and that's why he selected me, I think.
I have 19-year-olds. I have 32-year-olds coming to me for advice, information, and in those moments I think are the times where I feel like a leader, when I know that I have the capability to make a difference in this person's life, is when I feel like a leader.
Then answer that question. When did you first make a difference in someone's life? Like, go way back. Like, were you 8? Were you 13?
Sheesh, the first time I made a difference in someone's life. So I guess one thing that sticks out to me is when I had a roommate in college, and she had really struggled and kind of was super nice girl, so talented, but just socially wasn't on the same page as a lot of people. And she got a lot of trouble for that from her peers, that I didn't think was okay. It bothered me the way that people treated her just because she wasn't the same as them. And I had the opportunity to be her roommate one semester and just got to know her and just actually kind of talk to her and learn about her life, learned about her brother and all these experiences that she had been through with her parents through high school, through college. And the biggest point of it was that she had told me she didn't plan to get past her 21st birthday. She had planned up to a point in her life that that was going to be it. And she was my roommate on that birthday. And I had learned this before her birthday, so she had never really celebrated her birthday. So that day I bought her balloons and bought her a shirt, and just made sure that she felt celebrated, that she had gotten to this point. And she would always just be like so thankful and just say thank you. Like, no one's ever been this nice to me. I've never really felt like that great living here because of like the way that my roommates have treated me. So
Doug got something in his eye. I got stuff in my eyes too. I got stuff like 3 times. Hey, awesome job.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, good.